Hey everybody, PhenomSage here. We just got done watching the fucking Sony press conference.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
what
my I think I
else
had
can I say?
I I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, happy
You know
birthday
what?
to
Actually,
myself.
yeah, happy birthday to Dylan. I think he got a pretty fucking awesome birthday present.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go now that it's done. While we're discussing this, I'm gonna fill out my bingo card.
All right. Um, I'm just gonna go and say this right off the bat. The best part about this press conference, there was literally
No downtime.
no downtime,
No
and
downtime.
every single game was good. Like there was no bad games. There was no like meh. I don't know. Like every single game they showed was good in very different ways. I think the worst game they showed was Lego Star Wars.
Or Skylanders.
Or I mean, Sky. That was just a small trailer, though. Like
That was a small trailer.
I mean, like nothing there was just like ugh. Like everything there was just fantastic to me. Everything. God of War, Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit. That other one. What's the other one called? Stranding something. The Norman Reedus,
That's Stranding,
Kojima.
I think.
Yeah, and just fantastic. Good lord, and so many new IPs too. Man, oh my god, Spiderman. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Come on. All right. I don't even think pros and cons is really going to apply to this one, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be fanboying. Like, seriously, I can't, like, figure out, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what, yeah, it's like, in my opinion, it's just straight up just perfection. I think Sony has done it again.
Perfection.
I didn't think it was possible. I swear to you, I did not think it
I
was
didn't
possible.
think it was possible for them to one up themselves last time.
Good lord. Man, wow. I don't even know what to talk about.
I know what I'll tell you about. I'm gonna start with my only downside about the conference.
Okay, yeah, let's get the down stuff out first because it's so little.
Yeah, the only, like, literally the only downside I had is that I didn't give a fuck about the Skylander stuff. If they wanted to put it in there, that's fine.
Yeah.
The only downside about that part for me was that they didn't make it explicitly clear what was going on with the Crash remake. They just said,
Yeah.
we're remastering it, but they said from the ground up.
I don't know what that means. I'm thinking that this is something way down the line. Like,
Yeah,
I
way
mean,
down.
like maybe 2018. Like, I'm talking way down the line. Like, at the earliest 2017 Christmas time. Like, that's the only thing I'm assuming. If they can't even talk about the thing, like, even speak about it, then it must be way down the line.
Yeah,
I'm not. I mean, I gotta forgive Sony on that one. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's not their fault or anything. It's just something that we're particularly feeling salty about. But,
yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of start from the beginning. That new God of War game. Good God,
Yeah.
what was
Jesus.
that? What was
Very
that?
strong opening is what it was.
The first things first, the graphics, just the art style, and it's one of the best looking games I've ever seen on PlayStation, easily. Like, it looks like better than Uncharted. Like,
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it did look really fucking good. Like, it wasn't bad looking to say, like, at all. Like,
Yeah,
it looked
yeah.
amazing.
yeah, but I mean, imagine that like in your hands actually, like playing on a big TV. Like, it's gonna look a lot different. It looked fantastic. The gameplay was odd to me. Like, the combat looks very different in my opinion. Like, it was reminiscent of God of War, but it looks like it's kind of like a brand new combat system. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, it was very like,
It looked very more personal.
yeah,
than-
very over the shoulder. Like, usually the view is like really far out and you're just like, tearing people. This looked a lot more brutal. Like, it looked a lot more real. Like, when you were hitting people, you felt, the axe hitting people actually. And I kind of like that. God, I did not. I wasn't, doubting on a new God of War, but I was doubting on a new God of War with Kratos. And I remember saying,
Really? That concept art made me, like, assured that it would do it.
I mean, I knew there was going to be a God of War. I just didn't think it had Kratos in it. I thought it was going to be like a brand new take on God of War, like a whole new thing. And I'm not even disappointed, because I remember that Hopes and Dreams video. You said that you wanted God of War, and I was like, I want God of War just as long as it's not Kratos. I'm gonna change my mind, dude. Like they found a way to refresh that the whole franchise with that game. The
Absolutely.
father and son dynamic, or at least I think that's what's going on there.
I think that's, even if they're not actually father and son, that's pretty.
That
Yeah.
kid's gonna have a pivotal, part in the game without a doubt. It looks to be that's what's going on. I don't. God, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Man, honestly, I swear that we're gonna have to do multiple discussions. I'm not even joking, because I could go on forever. Like, I don't want this video to go over like 30 minutes. Anything else? Any other games that you thought were fantastic? I have like,
Dude. We can just go through the conference and I can say every single one.
yeah.
I'll say the one that probably left the most impact on me. Oh man, so many of them did. But the one that like really left an impact on me was that fucking Resident Evil
Oh my
trailer.
God, the biggest surprise of E3. I think that's.
We were like, what the fuck?
Like, what is that? And I remember Capcom saying, like, a couple months ago, saying that, yeah, the next Resident Evil, we're going to go back to our horror roots, trying to get back into survival. This is a whole new game. This is nothing like any other Resident Evil we've ever played before. This is brand new. I didn't even believe it when I saw that.
Yeah.
And God, what a great way to reveal it, too. That title, way the 7 kind of appeared, and like, oh my God. That looked fantastic. I cannot wait to see more of that game and what else is in it. What's the story? What's going on? There's zombies in there. We didn't really see zombies. Like, I mean, Resident Evil is a zombie game still, so I don't know. Like, that's that.
It looked more like a human horror story.
Yeah, it looks
than
psychological.
anything.
It looks straight up
Yeah.
psychological. I'm gonna go and bring this up right now, and to
All
me,
right,
this is almost a showstopper. Call of Duty.
This whole thing is a
Yeah,
show.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, dude, that Call of Duty
Infinite
gameplay
Warfare.
trailer.
What the hell? Where did this come from?
We were fucking freaking out.
I'm not even. We were saying Star Wars. We were saying Mass Effect. Killzone. It's fucking Call of Duty. Infinite Warfare. What the hell? Where? I did not think that this game was going to look that good. That looks fantastic, and I'm not even joking. I was thinking that Battlefield was just going to take over Call of Duty. I think it's going to be the other way around. People are eating their words right now. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Everyone is taking back what they said. You have to be some kind of like Call of Duty hater to admit that that's garbage. Like, you cannot tell me that you think that looks lesser quality.
I thought it looked fucking awesome.
I thought it looked better than what EA showed of Battlefield. Easily, in my opinion. I've never seen anything like that. The no gravity shooting was incredible. That looked great. I have not been this pumped for a Call of Duty game ever. That looked insane. I cannot wait to play that game. So fantastic. Let's talk about Kojima. What he showed off. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what it was called. Stranding something. I can't remember. The Death Stranding. Death Stranding. What the hell was that? Tell me, Matt. Tell me.
Dude, it looked fucking weird, but it's Kojima, so who cares?
Yeah. I mean, it was just screaming Kojima. Like, you could tell right from the get-go. Like, it's weird. It's kind of fucked up. It's Kojima. Like, that's what he's all about right there. Was that Norman Reedus' baby? That's what it was looking like. Like, it looks like he gave birth to that baby.
I don't know if he gave birth to.
Like, he had a scar on his stomach, like it was a C-section.
Really?
I don't know. That's like that. Whoa, that's really weird. It looks great. This game, again, this is another game that I'm thinking like winter 2017, maybe even 2018. It's gonna be a while before we see this game. I don't think this has anything to do with that logo. That, you remember that picture that he showed up on Twitter? It was like of the logo, but it was like a 3D model. It was like a suit kind of thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't think this has anything to do with that. I think I don't think that's an actual game. I think.
Do you think that Spiderman game is releasing along, like, near the movie, the standalone movie?
I think so.
That makes sense to me.
I think so. I think it is. I don't think it's going to have too much relation to it. Like, I don't think it's going to be based off the movie. But it's a Sony game. It's a Sony movie. I think they're gonna definitely benefit from that. It looks great. My God, what is that open world? Like, what are we experiencing from that game? Like, I wish we saw at
I
least.
think it is going to be open world. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like everything that we were seeing was in gameplay. Like, I don't know if it was gameplay, but it looked like it was in-game footage, definitely. Like, it didn't look like it was a CG trailer.
Yeah.
Insomniac. I did not expect that. Where did these rumors come from about Sucker Punch? Like, that was insane. That was a curveball right there.
I don't know, dude. I'm so surprised then, because I think I ruled out Insomniac because I was so sure that they were going to be doing the Crash remake.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're not. But they're not. Who's doing that, by the way? Who is doing that Crash reimagining shit?
They just said that they're
Activision.
Yeah,
Activision?
they said they're partnering up with Activision. That's just about it. That's all they said. And another question I have to ask is that Crash game exclusive to PlayStation? Because it's technically not. I mean, if they're partnering up, it kind of sounds like Activision's gonna just.
I think it's a thing where like they got the thing so that they could show it at their thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be.
That's crazy though. Like that's PS1 games on Xbox. Like that's so weird thinking of right there. That's like having Metal Gear Solid 1 on Xbox One. Like that's weird to me.
I don't think I got a bingo. God damn it, if I had just rearranged a little bit, I would have gotten it, I think. Oh my god, if Kingdom Hearts 3 was there, I would have gotten it. I'm pissed.
The crazy thing, I mean, there's some games missing, obviously. There's no Kingdom Hearts 3. There was no FF7, which I'm actually really surprised about. I thought they were going to, like, about the halfway point, I was like, oh, they're going to close with FF7. Like, that's what they're going to close with.
That's
they're
what
gonna
I thought.
They're going to show
gameplay. It was
gameplay.
an interesting choice to end with that thing.
And I am not disappointed.
You think it was the right decision, though? To end with that?
I don't know. It's weird that they brought back another game that was already showed off, you know? Like, that was kind of weird to me. Again, I wasn't disappointed because the gameplay that they showed looked really cool. It
looked great, yeah.
But
right.
I don't know. I think it's so crazy that they put a lot of focus on just a brand new IP that's never even been... That's the first time it was ever shown. So that's pretty exciting. It means they have a lot of faith in it. So it must be something good.
Oh, I'm so sad.
But your bingo card?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Matthew. Anything else? Any other games that are standing out to you? I think I'm still shocked by Infinite Warfare. Like that is, to me, that's one of the biggest moments of this year's E3 is that moment when that title came up. I think that's going to be something worth remembering. Not to overshadow anything else, but that is a really special moment because you could hear the audience too. They were like gasping.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But one thing we didn't cover.
Yeah.
No Naughty Dog at all.
Yeah. I told you they're taking a break. They're tired. They're tired,
no
man.
Naughty Dog at all.
I mean, I don't know. That it seems a little weird. It seems a little weird because they've been at E3 for the past few years, but it makes sense. I mean, Uncharted 4 just came out. I mean, give them a break. Like I don't know.
I can give them a break. I was really hoping for something.
Yeah. Absolutely zero mention of PlayStation Neo. Yeah, they were right about that. They were very explicit. They were like, nope, no Neo at this year's E3.
I was hoping they would at least mention it. Though.
I was trying to find, like, read between the lines as well when I first read that quote, but I guess they were serious. That's crazy, but I don't think any of us need to be worried, to be honest. I think they have a pretty big plan. They're probably going to show it off at Gamescom. If not then maybe they'll save it for one of their own conventions. They could hold their own thing if they want. I'm not. This is easily the PlayStation 1. Sony won E3 easily. Yeah. I don't think it's even a competition.
No competition at all.
I'm thinking 9.5 out of 10. If they showed FF7 gameplay at the very end, it would have been a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm 9.5 out of 10, but like just the way that they presented it was so I've never, I'm not even exaggerating. I've never seen a conference that was so just game after game after game.
There was no downtime.
How many minutes total do you think they spent talking?
Maybe 10.
No, I'm thinking set 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, we didn't even get to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn. How good did that look?
Yeah, that new Horizon gameplay looking fresh.
Good God, that
so
open world, just that boss fight. so unbelievably beautiful. Like
Oh, wow. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I just
No
realized
worries.
something that we didn't get to see that was heavily rumored.
What's that?
Red Dead 3. No Red Dead 3.
Wow. That's a big surprise. I think
That was rumored like fuck.
I know. But I mean, Rockstar has never had that big of a presence at E3.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was expecting that to be. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but like I knew that in the back of my mind that Rockstar like never does reveals like that at E3.
I think I was hoping to the point where it became a prediction. Like I was hoping so much that it was like it became a reality almost, but it never did. Is it still possible that we'll see a trailer? I mean, E3 technically is still going on. Do you think we could at least just see a trailer? I don't know. It seems like that would happen at the very beginning of E3. Like I don't think they would do that mid E3. So
I don't. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think so.
I think I think the Rockstar Red Dead 3 train has yeah, it's gone. I don't think we're gonna get that. It's kind of sad, but that game is in development. I swear to you, dude. That game is like in development. They're working hard on that game. I can tell you that right now. Like that game is like almost done. I just think they're trying to find the right time to show it. I don't know, because you got to remember, like what Rockstar did with Grand Theft Auto 5, they just released a trailer on YouTube. That's how they announced the game. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're going to do the same. I wouldn't be surprised if it
I
was
wouldn't be
later this
surprised.
week or next
That
week.
seems likely.
Yeah. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 9.5 out of 10.
9.5 to 10.
Yeah. I think it was a great show. I think, okay, so now.
What are we missing? What are we missing?
Are we missing
There was
something?
so much shit happened. What,
I know.
What are we missing?
Some of the other VR games look pretty interesting. I like the way some of those games looked.
That far point thing?
Yeah, that looked kind of cool.
That was cool.
It looks a little tech demo-y. I'm not sure. I don't like how the gun is like super floaty, and I know that's VR.
And it was like really choppy.
It looked a little choppy. Like it looked like kind of unresponsive. That might be unfair to say, but it looked. I don't know. Again, not my type of game. It looked very on rails too at some points. I don't know if you noticed that. It looked like it was like straight up on rails. But again, I've never even used VR,
Right.
so it's hard to be excited or not excited for a VR game. Although Resident Evil 7, come on, they said that it has VR. They didn't say it was only VR. I think that you can play that with a controller too.
I'm like, oh, one thing we didn't mention, the Detroit gameplay that they showed.
Oh yeah, man. What a great way to demonstrate how the game works.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I was so skeptical about this game. I actually kind of hated the trailer.
Wait, I want to see how many dislikes this video has. Oh, not as many as I thought.
Which video?
The Skylanders Crash Bandicoot. It has like a little bit more than I thought it would have.
Yeah, I like the way Detroit looked a lot. I think it looks really, really cool. I think I don't know. I think it looks fresh. It reminds me of LA Noire, but the choices that you're making seem a lot more deep, and it seems like there's a lot more going on, a lot more consequence. Because that little girl was straight up dying. Like if that little girl dies, I believe the story continues going. Like
what happens if you die though?
That's the question. That's the question. I'm not sure. I don't know if you get to just like, okay, game over, restart, try it again, or like maybe you become a different
different cyborg.
Yeah, like a different android or something. I don't know. Like that sounds interesting, but again, that seems so ambitious. Where it's like, what? I don't know. I have a question to ask you. Do you think that some of these games were running on Neo? Because some of them were looking a little too good. Like, I'm not even joking.
A little bit too good. I would say maybe that Resident Evil shit was running on Neo.
Yeah, I was thinking Resident Evil or what's the last one they showed? Days something. I can't even remember the name, and it was one of the best games at the show. What's wrong with me? I think that the last game was running on Neo as well. The amount of the flood.
Oh, the Days Gone shit?
Yeah, the Days Gone. Like the flood of like zombie-like creatures coming in seemed like, wow, like and it's running smooth. Like there's no frame rate issues or anything like that. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's hard to tell, but yeah, great show from Sony. I think it's. God, is it? I think it's better than last year, dude.
I would say it's better than last year.
Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Are we done here? Do you think that's all we need to talk about?
There was one more I saw back here. I'm just looking through the videos that they've uploaded. All the VR shit that they released, Batman VR.
Batman VR. God, when you were trying to figure out that voice, I was like, wait, that's Joker.
Yeah,
that's Joker.
It sounded so familiar.
Yeah, I was like, that's Joker. I don't.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about the Last Guardian gameplay, I don't think.
Oh yeah, that was great. That was good.
Or the trailer wasn't really.
Or the release date in a few
months.
months.
Got a release date.
Yeah, it's a couple months away, October. God damn, finally the game's coming out. It's just I don't, honestly, I'm kind of tired of seeing it. Like, I didn't get too excited, but I'm just so happy. Like, finally the game's coming out. Finally, people, we can shut up about this game and just play it already. I'm excited about it. I love what Team Ico, right? Team Ico does with their
Team Ico or Ico, yeah.
Yeah. I love what they do with their games. They're awesome. I don't need to explain how good they are. Yeah, great show. The two big surprises to me, and it's so weird because they're from third parties, is Infinite Warfare and Res 7. Like, wow. And I love how they kept the name Biohazard in there too, because
I'm really off. Yeah.
Like, I think that kind of adds a little bit of authenticity to it. Like, it's like, yeah, we're going back to our roots. Biohazard, that's what it's called in Japan. We're going to start calling it that here in the States. So, yeah, those are, to me, that Resident Evil 7 and the Infinite Warfare gameplay, biggest surprises, I think, at E3. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm telling you, like, that's going to... I think that Call of Duty has a chance of being best of show. Like, I know that sounds crazy because of God of War,
best of show.
I know, but it's definitely in the top 4 or 5. Like, seriously, it looks so good. I'm sorry, I've never seen Call of Duty look that good.
Yeah,
I'm floored. I'm absolutely floored. God, Sony, why do you do this?
Although I think I do need to. I think I would give it a 9.5 because, like I said, those games aren't coming anytime soon.
Call of Duty's coming out in a few months.
No, I mean like the surprise shit that they showed.
Yeah, Spiderman, no release date. I can't think of that Days game. What's it called again? That game has no release date. Horizon's next year, technically, Q1.
Although, can you really count that towards their conference score? Because when I'm looking at a conference, I'm just looking at, like, are you entertaining me, and are you showing shit that I care about?
Yeah. I see. I look at it that way too, but what exclusives are coming to PlayStation this year, holiday?
Last Guardian, which I would say is pretty fucking big.
It's pretty big. Oh, yeah. You know what? There's no mention of Shenmue 3 at all either. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, but Shenmue 3 was I didn't expect it to be here, honestly.
I was expecting at least, like, hey, like, we're still working on the game. We met its budget or whatever. We got a lot of donate. Like, at least say, like, hey, like, have that guy come out and say thank you guys for all donating. Like, we met our goal and we're working really hard. Like, at least maybe have like a quick little dev diary or something. Like, just kind of showing off just a little bit of the gameplay. I think that I would have appreciated that. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah.
To see. Just great, absolutely great. Cannot wait to see some more of these games in action. I believe that. What is that? Oh my god, I'm like in pain right now because I can't think of the name of that game. Great show. I think we should end it here. It's going on pretty long.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was a fucking incredible conference.
Yeah. So we are going to be doing Nintendo tomorrow, I'm assuming, right, Matthew? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nintendo tomorrow.
We'll see what happens with Zelda.
Zelda, dude.
Yeah.
Nintendo might be second place with Sony if they can show off enough.
I don't think so.
You don't think
they're not doing a, like, people keep saying, like, what like.
Yeah, and they're showing Zelda
Wii U. They show something, and that's not gonna happen. It's just a live stream of games we already know about. Like, they confirmed, like, the list of games they're live streaming.
God, way to put me down, Matthew.
Sorry, but Zelda should be fun to watch. Like, Zelda alone will make it, like, my bias might push that up to second place.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because okay. Actually, no, we'll save that. We'll save that for the big discussion. I have another question for you, but we'll save that for a big discussion. I think we're done here. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you watched all the way through this video, I greatly appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up button if you did. PhenomSage here, I know he appreciates it as well. He loves the views, and
I love the views.
Thank you guys very much for watching, and yeah,
expect
more E3 coverage soon.
stay tuned tomorrow for what we just talked about, the Zelda gameplay and maybe Pokemon.
Yeah. See ya.